Hey, hello, my friend. As a gallery owner and coach, I have audited hundreds of artists' websites for the last few years, and I have seen every single mistake that artists made on their website. And the reality is that even now, what used to work 5 years ago doesn't always work the same, because now people, and particularly the buyers that go to your website and the curators and those who are browsing your website, they want to do it faster. They want to find specific things. They are now smarter and they are more demanding. So it's very important that in your website, you have exactly the things that you need to make sure it's working for you in 2026. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 things that I make sure I use as a checklist when I'm reviewing an artist's website and when I'm helping an artist build their online presence. So we're going to go through this checklist here in this video so that you are prepared and ready to sell more art in 2026 inside of your website.
My name is Sergio Gomez. I'm an artist, curator, gallery owner, author, and co-founder of the Art Next Level program. And my goal with this channel is to make marketing and art business easy so that you can grow your art career, find new opportunities, sell more art, and spend more time creating in the studio. So if you like that, make sure you click on the subscribe button and click on the little bell so that you receive notifications of our future videos.
All right, so you have a website. You think, okay, Sergio, I have a website. I'm done. I'm check. No, well, there's more to it. Everybody nowadays has a website. And if you don't have one as an artist, you got to make sure you have one in 2026. Every single artist. Doesn't matter if you went to art school or you learn how to make art in your basement. You got to have a website because that's your home. That's the place that you own. That is your domain. That think of it as your hub where people can find you, and that's your official place of business. That's where you want to have as your home. Well, the first one that I want to cover really quickly is what I call the wow factor. When somebody lands on your website, the first thing that they look at, does it make me say, oh, wow? Or does it like, whatever? How do I know if it's a wow factor? What I'm looking at is when I land on an artist's website as a gallery owner, as a collector, as somebody who's browsing, interested in a particular artist that I just found on social media, which typically that's the first thing that happens. Somebody sees your social media, they go to your profile link, and now they're in your website. So those are, the wow that maybe made me click on that link when I was on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. Does that wow factor continues when I land in your homepage? Does your homepage is wow? In other words, does it let me know that I just landed in an important professional artist? Or does it look like a Sunday painter that haven't updated their website in the last 5 years? Maybe the image is blurry. Maybe it's not really their best work. Maybe something that they liked 10 years ago, but it doesn't even reflect what I'm just looking at, what really made me click on that link. So the wow factor is really important. Now, the second one is super important. The second one is the story. Are you telling your story inside of your website? So talk to us, the viewer, the person who just landed there, in the first person. And that way you can also do it through your story. So in your about page, for example, you can have your story and simply say my story and then write your story, how you became an artist, what you're interested on, in the first person, as if you are telling it to me, the person who just landed in your website. This goes really, really high. In my sport on an artist's website. Can I tell your story? Can I find your story? I'm not talking about the story of every single piece, just your overall story as an artist. This is super important because the stories is what makes us connect. So if you're not telling your story, you're not really making a connection. And maybe no wonder why, when people go to your website, they leave really quickly or you're not having success to your website. You gotta tell your story, not only through your art, but also through the words that you choose. In my website, when you go to my particular website at sergiogomezonline.com, you will find that I actually have a whole page that is just for my story. It's not in the about section. It's a dedicated page that's called My Story. I have a link to it from the navigation and I have a link to it from my homepage. It's one of the first 3 options to click on my homepage. So my story is very important to me. And every year that I look at my statistics for the year, I see that my story page is one of the top visited pages in my website. After my art, my story is what people want to read. And it's going to be exactly the same way for you. Okay, the third one that is super important is the shop. Now, if I'm a collector and I'm trying to buy art or I'm looking for art again, maybe I saw you on Instagram, I really like you, were like, okay, I think I'm going to make a move with this artist. I'm going to go check what they have on their website. Because I saw something in their Instagram a few days ago and now I cannot find it. So I click on your homepage, I landed, and do I know where to go to buy your art? Are there instructions on how to buy your art? Are you selling your art? Is an art gallery selling your art? Who in the world is selling your art? This might seem so obvious, but you will be surprised. Again, I audit hundreds of artist websites every year. You'll be surprised how many artists are confusing the person who launches their website because they don't have something clear that says this is what's available for sale. This is what I have. This is what's already sold. Or if you're working with a gallery, this gallery has this artwork. You have a gallery who sells certain of your pieces, link directly to them because they are the ones selling, representing those pieces in the marketplace. But if they are yours, if you're the one who's selling directly to the consumer, directly to collectors, so make sure you make it easy for them to buy. Make it easy for them to know or how to inquire about a particular piece. If they have to go fill out a form and remember what was the title of the piece and forget it. Remember, most people are going to be looking at your website from their phone, not necessarily from your computer. So you may be designing, your website on your computer, like, oh, it's going to look amazing, it looks great. Most people are actually going to visit from their phone. So make sure that's super easy to navigate, to figure out what's that. So the shop is really important. In my website, actually, on all my art, I have a section for my art where you can also inquire or buy the pieces that I have for sale. Now, because in my website, I do sell through Sergio Contemporary Gallery. So on my artwork that's available for sale, links to where it can be purchased directly from the gallery. Super easy. Nobody gets confused. And then I also have a shop page where you can buy my merchandise. I have t-shirts just like this one. I have the butterflies as well. I have all the collections. I have limited editions, open editions, etc. So I have all that in the shop section so people can buy. And I do sell quite a bit, of originals and as well of my merchandise through my website because that's where I send everybody to go to. Number 4, super important, is are you capturing emails? Yes, are you capturing people's emails in your website? If you're not, then you're missing out. It's like, here, this is my gallery, right? If somebody walks in the gallery after I said hello and they looked around, I always invite them to sign my guest book. Why? So because they already came here, I want to make sure that I can reach out to them in my marketing. I want to make sure that I can invite them to exhibitions, to lectures, to events that we have at the gallery, to experiences. I want to make sure that they stay in touch with me. So it's super important for me when they come into my gallery that any of our staff that's here to invite them to sign up the guest. It's exactly the same thing online. You already got to your website. What are you doing to actually capture that? So make sure that your website always have a very clear way or section where people can leave their email, hear my reason why, and also make sure that you repeat that elsewhere in your page. Sometimes just having it somewhere in the homepage is all you have, and sometimes people need to be reminded. So maybe put it in the contact page or maybe in the about page. Find different ways in which you can invite people to leave their email address. And then make sure that you send them, notifications and email because they already said, yes, email me, when you have information to share with them. And number 5, which I think is one of the most important ones, is does it look like this website is alive? Meaning, does it look like an empty house but like somebody actually lives here, right? Imagine if you walk into this art gallery and nothing had changed for the last 5 years. You will say, well, I came here 5 years ago and everything looks exactly the same. Same artwork, same chair, same everything. Like, well, nobody works here, nobody lives here. It's exactly the same way. In your website, you want to keep it fresh. You want to keep things changing. Whenever you have new artwork, upload it. If not immediately, do it every season, every quarterly or so. But continue to make it into a habit to upgrade your website often. Particularly if you have not done it in many years, now it probably needs in 2026 a good refresh, a good boost of energy so you can send people so when they get there, they see something new. One way in which you can also do that is through your blog. In your website, you can add a blog or a news page where you can often upload things. Think about, you can use that almost as is part of your social media on your website. You don't have to be like writing long blogs if you're not a blogger, if you don't like writing. Maybe you created a new piece. So put some pictures of behind the scenes of that piece and then just call it, behind the scenes of, paradise painting or whatever. Just find excuses to add things to your news page so that people can actually see fresh content, and so that also the crawling search engines can find new content on your website on a regular basis. So these are very important things that we're not covering any type of SEO optimization or AI optimization. That we'll do that on a different video. On this one, I'm just giving you like the 5 things that just visually, not behind the scenes, but visually, the experience that you provide on your website, that you give to others so that people trust you. If somebody lands on your website, they like your art, but they don't trust the website, they probably will not put their credit card, they probably will not buy, and probably that's why you may be missing on sales as well. Now, my friend, it is something that you need help with, but you don't have time, you are too busy, or you'd rather have somebody do it for you, or at least set it up for you, so then just focus on the updates. Inside the Next Level, we have our own web design team. We have designers that can help you do just that. So I'm going to put the link here under this video at theartistnextlevel.com/web design, where you can request information, request a quote, and it's super easy. What we do is we help you set up your website, in the top rated web platforms like Wix or Squarespace, so that, you have control of your website once it's finished. You don't want to give your website to be customized by somebody on the other side of the world that then they disappear 3 months from now and you will never be able to reach that person or get on that with them. So make sure that you always, have full control of your website, no matter who you work with, so that you can have access to it. So you have all the credentials, all the passwords. You always want to have that under your name, not under somebody else's name that's who knows where in the world. So we are all here in the United States working on websites, designing websites for artists. We've been doing it for many years. We have a lot of experience, and I get to see, also how your website is being designed. I don't do it myself, but our team will do it. We'll design it for you, and we have great reviews on that as well. So if you want more information, you can go to our website. We're happy to help you build an amazing presence in 2026 that is actually working for you and not sending people out.
But wait, before you leave this video, if you are an artist who wants to grow your art career and wants to achieve greater success, make sure you check out the Art Next Level program. You will find a link under this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the next video that we have recommended just for you.